But we're starting off with a fight here against a couple of the rocket grunts that we skipped over. As you can see, we have Dale back on our team. Now, Dale had taken a back seat for a little bit, mainly due to the fact that he was at a disadvantage in the last gym that we went into. We needed to make absolutely sure that he was staying safe in that environment. But we've got to get him back on the grind with some of our other team members because the rival fight in Celadon is, or Saffron City, excuse me, is not one to be trifled with because we are going to end up having a lot of trouble with Sabrina. We don't have a really good answer to her psychic type Pokemon. There's not really a good answer to that anyway, and two of the members of our current party are very weak to her being poison type Pokemon. That's Peter and Vipra. We really cannot afford to have those two in that fight in any way, shape, or form. No more room for items. Of course, I ran into this issue again. Let's go ahead and use one of these HP ups here. And I think that we're going to want to give this to Peter again. Peter's been pretty consistent for us thus far. Double Edge, I mean, that's not the worst move in the game. But I don't generally like using moves that have recoil to them where I can avoid it. So that's all sorts of fun. I think I was able to avoid most of the trainers in here. And it looks like we've got to double back around to go about this puzzle a little differently just to affirm that. So if I do run into someone, then we will conduct battle with them. If not, then I will catch up with you when we get to the next little step of our adventure, which is one that I'm a little bit nervous on, but again, one that needs to happen. Okay, so we're going to approach kind of a new strategy. And now, Charles, I've put back in our party for a brief second. That's just because I'm going to need him in a moment, and you'll see what I mean. We've got to make our way back through the underground here, but one of the biggest things on our docket for today is we need to get ourselves a Snorlax. It's just going to be immensely beneficial if we're able to use a Snorlax in the Sabrina fight. He's got a lot of bulk. And he gets stab on basically all of the moves in the game, or at least in this generation, because a vast variety of the moves in this game are normal type moves. So we're going to have to come back over here. And now, since we have the Poké-Flute on hand with us, we can come down and we can go through this section. Now, I think that there's an aide up here that we can talk to. No, there's a little girl who maybe wants to trade us something, but I'm not interested in seeing what that trade offer is. So in order to progress any further here, we have to... Well, I guess there's a fisherman that we have to fight first. So let's go ahead and make a quick switch. Let's put Dale back in the front, and we're just going to have to make sure that we have Charles in the lead slot of our party before we go into the fight with the Snorlax, because Dale is not as well equipped for that as Charles is. And if Charles goes down, I'm not going to be overly broken up about that. Alright, so let's go ahead and take on this Goldeen. We've got a nice little bite there. If we can get a bite crit, we should be in a pretty good position here. We didn't, and we also didn't get a flinch, but it missed on its tail whip, or that second tail whip that it tried. Now, I still am at -1. We've got to keep that in mind. But here's another move we can take. He's only got Water Gun, I think, as a move that he can hit me with, or Bubble. Either one, they are both special moves, so I've got higher defenses for special right now, in addition to the fact that, well, those special moves don't end up hitting me as hard since I do resist them. That was a critical hit on that peck? That did next to nothing. Oh, great. Now we've got a supersonic coming through. We're going to try and hit through this. Thank you. And if we had hit ourselves one time on that, we definitely would have rotated out. Got some more money there. That's all sorts of fun. We're going to bypass this fisherman real quick, because I really want to make my way down to the Snorlax. And we'll come back and we'll hit all these fishermen because they are good experience. But while my team is healthy, or healthier, I want to deal with this guy. Now, before we do anything, we're going to switch Charles back into the primary position, and there's a good reason as to why I want to do this. Now, if we have a look at Charles's summary, he's got Sleep Powder and Stun Spore. Now, I don't want to put the Snorlax to sleep, because it can then wake up from that, but I can negate the rest that it has in its kit by using Stun Spore on it and potentially getting some paralysis out of that. So now let's go ahead and open up our bag, and let's keep our fingers crossed, because this is our Route 12 encounter. And I would really, really like to add Snorlax to our team, as he's going to be an absolute powerhouse if we do end up having him on our team. But let's see. Snorlax is going to wake up. There's a very long melody that plays when playing the Poké-Flute. And the Snorlax wakes up, and it's now not happy with us at all. Now our path's clear. But we could lose some team members, and that is very scary. We are on par with the levels. So let's go ahead and get a Stun Spore off here. Perfect. Frame 1 Stun Spore. That's really, really good. And it just raised its special, which isn't great. Let's go ahead and hit it with a Supersonic. So hopefully if it does attack, it hits itself in Confusion instead. Thank you. That's really good. Let's go ahead and hit it with a Confusion. Yeah, it can't do anything really. It's going to do more to itself than it would do to me. Hit yourself in Confusion again. Thank you. Let's see if we can get another Confusion hit there. It's hitting itself in Confusion a lot. Now is the time that I'm going to start throwing Great Balls at it, because I really, really need to have this thing on my team. That could not have gone any better than it did. Oh my goodness. I'm elated at that. I did not expect that to go that way. Yes, we're going to nickname this Snorlax. We're going to name this Snorlax Tony, because that's the name that came to mind. And now we're going to back up and we're going to go see if we can, well, make some use of that. We can also pop over here into Vermilion City. I already have my Route 1, or my Route 11 encounter, which is right through this way. But man, that's really, really good that we were able to get him on our team, and we're going to definitely want to make room for him in our rotation so we can walk in and hopefully do very, very well against Sabrina, though she's still a couple of gyms away from us. So let's go ahead and log that, and we'll move on from there. Didn't expect to get this trainer from that far away. And this is an electric-type trainer, which means that we're in a little bit of trouble leading with our Bulbasaur. However, we have options that we can switch over to make sure that we are remaining really safe in this encounter. So let's go ahead and pivot over to either Peter or Jake. Let's go to Peter. He's a little bit lower leveled. And Light Screen, that's all sorts of fun. Special Attacks Protection, which is fine. We're just going to go in with a Horn Attack. That's a physical move, so we should be able to deal a good amount of damage with that. Are you just going to Light Screen the whole time? That's very odd of you. Let's go ahead and get a Poison Sting in here. Cool. That was relatively uneventful. And here comes an Electrode. Now, hopefully this thing doesn't explode on me. It's just light... Well, it's just light screening. Is that all you have to do? Is Light Screen an electric move? It might be. I don't know if it is in this generation or not. Yeah, you're just light screening over and over and over again. It can't be, though, because you know that I'm immune to that, right? Peter grown to level 29. That's exactly the type of stuff that we want to see out of him. Really, really good work there. Now, the real reason that I'm here is so we can pop into this little hut. I think this is where we get the good rod, if I'm not mistaken. What was TM24 here? Thunderbolt. And I was still on the fence as to who I wanted to teach that to. TM21 is Mega Drain. Do I have anyone that can learn that? I should. Vipra and Charles can both learn Mega Drain. I don't want to put 2 of those moves on Vipra, though. 7 is Horn Drill. Why am I still carrying around the Sylph Scope? And I can't even get rid of it. That's what's unfortunate. I came in here very ill-prepared to actually grab this item. You know what? We're going to get rid of these escape ropes because we can get more of them, and Dig basically does the same thing here. Fishing Guru. Yes, I like fishing. You're going to give me a good rod, right? Super rod. Awesome. That now gives us the option to get some encounters where we otherwise couldn't normally get them. Such as in Celadon City, we should be able to get an encounter in the little pond that's in front of, or next to, the gambling mart there. Okay, let's go ahead and sneak around this guy here. And hopefully we can do more of the same here. Again, we'll want to hit these trainers. I just don't have need for it right this second. We've already battled that guy, so I don't need to hesitate there. Let's go ahead and make some quick adjustments to our team once we make it back here into Lavender Town. And we'll kind of go from there. So Charles doing really good work there for us, allowing us to get Tony on the team. However, he's going to hang out in here again. Now, I've put Evan in the box temporarily. I don't have an immediate need for him, especially because a lot of these later gyms are not going to have a whole lot of benefit. I will want to have him ground up before I go into the fights against some of these, or mainly the rival fight towards the end of the game. It would be nice to have a Pokemon that knows Flamethrower on the team to deal with his Venusaur and Executor. I think he gets both of those. So that would be really beneficial, but we can do a lot of that grinding at that point in time. Let's go ahead and make our way through here into Saffron City. But we're really just going to make sure that we can get into the mart that's here. And I think that this is the Pokemon Center. Is the mart over here as well? Who's this guy? This isn't Mr. Psychic, is it? I think this is Mr. Psychic. Yeah, that is Mr. Psychic. We need to find this mart so I can sell my nugget. And I need to deposit the Sylph Scope because it's not going to do me any additional good. Here's the mart. Let's come over here. Let's go ahead and... No. Sell. I need to sell the nugget. Let me sell the nugget. And then we'll make our way back over to the Pokemon Center so we can store away the Sylph Scope at some point as well. But having Psychic available to us is actually going to be very, very beneficial. Should be TM29. There it is. Okay, let's just check and see who it is that can learn this. Anyone? Tony. Tony can learn it. That might not be such a bad idea. But before I just poke that, we want to see what Tony currently knows. He knows Headbutt, he knows Amnesia, and he knows Rest. All pretty good things for him to know, honestly. Especially if we Amnesia up to Hyper Boost that Psychic. That could be really, really good. Let's go ahead and make sure that we pop into Pokemart because or the Pokemon Center, because I forgot that I needed to heal up Tony after capturing him, because not only is he low health, but he is also paralyzed. And then we'll need to come over to the PC so we can access item storage and store away some of the things that I'm not making immediate use of. So let's go ahead and store some of those away. Let's deposit a few things. We're first going to deposit the Sylph Scope. It has served its purpose. And what else do we have? We've got a couple of these TMs that I'm not sure what I want to do yet. I'm going to hold on to Thunderbolt. I'm going to go ahead and deposit Mega Drain. And I'm going to deposit Horn Drill. I probably won't ever use it, but it is a very strong move, so it's worth at least having in your back pocket. And then we're going to get rid of, which one was TM10? Double Edge. We're going to store that one away as well, because I don't have any immediate benefits to having that in our rotation. Let's go ahead and come over here. We'll cycle out and get over into Celadon City. And there's a couple of things that I want to do here. This is just kind of silly, but we should honestly be able to get an encounter in this little pond that's down here with this Super Rot. So let's just see who's hanging out in this pond if we can. I'm pretty sure there is something in it, but we won't know unless we actually try giving it a run. There we go. Not a nibble. Let's do it again, see if we get anything. It might just not have any water or any Pokemon in it. Oh, there is a bite here. What do we have? A Poliwhirl. That could be kind of good, actually. Go ahead and get a bite there. Of course, it puts me to sleep immediately. That's all sorts of fun. Water gun, I can take those all day long. Come on, wake up, Dale. Why is it so much faster than me, too? That's the other thing. He's just going to use a bunch of water. That was a critical hit, too. Alright, we'll just hang out here for a little bit. Oh, come on. Dale, wake up. You could sleep all day if you wanted to. Oh my gosh, really? I'm just going to fast forward through some of this because you don't want to sit here and watch me sleeping the whole time. There we go. Now, let's throw a regular Pokeball at this Poliwhirl. Because we should be able to catch it at that low health, and we are. Not so bad. Fighting Water is an interesting typing for sure. Yes, we will give a nickname to the Poliwhirl. We're going to call him Rocky. He's going to go over to the box. Cool. Extra encounter that I don't know that I absolutely needed, but hey, when you can get an extra counter, you will, because normally you can't get them within the confines of a city, so very beneficial there, for sure. Forgot the other thing that we needed to do here in Celadon is we need to make our way up the back side of this to the room on the top of the building, and we're gonna get a free Eevee, because we can. Don't know if there's going to be a whole lot of benefits to using the Eevee. I mean, we could maybe evolve it into a Jolteon, since electric types can be a little few and far between. But let's go ahead and name the Eevee. I'm going to name this one Zeta. Yep, that's fine. And I hope that guy doesn't mind that I just walked in here and stole the Eevee that was sitting right on the table. No, not the worst thing in the world, though, by any means. And that would honestly be a better Pokemon to teach Thunderbolt to, if I were to do so. Let's get another encounter since we're right here. We are on this side of Celadon City, but if we go further to the west, we will run into Route 16, and I actually might need to alter my team so I have my cut team lead on here, because I think I need that in order to get through here, and I do, which is all sorts of unfortunate. Actually, was this the other route that has the Snorlax on it? It is. However, the other reason I want to go up here is because I can get the Fly TM, and that's going to be, or HM, and that's going to be good to teach to our Fearow. Phantom has been retrieved. That gives us access to this area. Now, we can get an encounter here on Route 16, but before we do, I want to walk over here, because in this little house right here, we can get this gal who has her secret retreat. She can give us HM2, which is going to be immensely useful. And then we are going to immediately use that, because Fly is very beneficial and quite strong. Let's go ahead and teach this to Tanner. Yes, we want Tanner to learn Fly. And what move do we want to get rid of? Honestly, Peck's kind of outlived its usefulness, and we're going to get Drill Peck in a little bit, which we can use to replace Leer. So let's go ahead and learn Fly in lieu of Peck, and then we will get Drill Peck here in the not-so-distant future. Can't jump over that fence, but we can come back through here, and now we can get our next encounter. Cool, that guy had very meaningless text to go through. But let's see what we have for encounters here on Route 16. A Spearow. That's a Dupe's Claws that I'm going to claim, so let's see what else we can get out of this patch of grass. There we go. That's a Doduo. Let's go with a Mirror Move. Oh, I don't want to Mirror Move your Growl. But now that you've cut my attack, let's hit a Fury attack once, twice. As long as it only does that, then we should be good. I can deal with that. Let's go ahead and use a regular Pokeball, and if that doesn't work, then we will pivot to a Great Ball. That was really easy, actually. I don't know what I was expecting. Doduo will go ahead. We do need a nickname here. Let's go ahead and name this one Olivia. And Olivia will go into the PC. We've got now some pretty good options in our rotation if we need to substitute members of the team. But let's... can I get down? I can get down to Vermilion City. Or I don't want to get to Vermilion. I want to get to Fuchsia City. And that one's pretty far down and out of the way. But there's some good stuff that I'd like to have from there before we end up going to either the Fuchsia City Gym or the Saffron City Gym. So let's go ahead and... I can't even get into the Saffron City Gym until I finish out the Silphco. Dang, there's just a lot of things to do here. But let's go get to Fuchsia City so we can fly back down there at our leisure, and that's where we'll end things off for today. Oh, we've got a gambler here. I didn't realize that I had left you out of the picture. I was just trying to get back over to Route 12. Voltorb. Honestly, we should be able to handle that, but not with Dale. So let's go ahead and pivot over to Peter. Just to play things extra safe. He wanted to tackle, that's fine. I don't want to run the risk of him using an electric type attack on me. Peter should be able to make really quick and smooth work of these two. Let's now go ahead and repeat that by taking out the Magnemite, which there's so much of a level discrepancy here that I'm not even concerned at all, but we just need to be cautious of those items. Was there actually something on this rock up here? I feel like there generally is. Let's see if that is the case. Hey, we found an escape rope. Remember those 2 that we threw away? Well, we got another one. And Dig basically does the same thing for us. Let's make our way down Route 13, actually interacting with a bunch of these fishermen now. Alright, here's a couple of trainers. You're looking for a moonstone, huh? Well, I guess that gives away what you have. And that is kind of nice that they give you that kind of indicator as to what a moonstone does. Nice little bite there. Did we get a flinch? No, we didn't, and hopefully I have an antidote on me. Water gun should finish that out. Really, that's... Well, you just crippled yourself with that focus energy there. Fortunately, that is a bugged move. Dale doing some good work, and here comes the Nidorino, which you're still not a ground type. Which is all sorts of fun. Oh, that really didn't do a whole lot. And biting should deal a decent amount of damage here. Fortunately, we're not getting poisoned here. And I know that the moment I say that, I'm going to end up getting poisoned by something. I should be using Bubble Beam instead of Water Gun, realistically. But, hey, critical hit on that one. There's that. Dale growing to level 29. Doing some really good work, putting in some good work there. Okay, let's now continue on down our path. Now, we could do one of 2 different things here on Route 13. We could either cut through this bush, which I don't have the cut member of my team right now, in order to get in interaction in that grass, or we could come off the side of the pier and we could fish. But I've already got a pretty strong water type in the form of my starter on my team. I'm going to have to take 2 fights here along the way anyway. But let's go ahead and do that here with this trainer. And then we'll make our way down to the next couple of trainers and treat them likewise. Let's go ahead and get a bite here. Hopefully we get a flinch. We did not. The peck should be fairly negligible. It's not overly strong. You missed your supersonic, which I'm appreciative of. And we got crit there. But as long as we hit this last bite, we'll be able to get through that. Which is going to give more experience to Dale. Now we've got ourselves a Poliwag. And that's going to do literally nothing to us. Thank you for missing your hypnosis. And again, not going to do hardly anything to us. That could have crit and we still would have been okay. Dale gaining more experience, but we are going to now switch. Mainly because I don't like that low health alert blaring in my ear. Smoke screen, that's all sorts of fun. Let's go ahead and hit this fly. Please hit this. Of course you did. Fly again. Why are you missing this? Your accuracy's only dropped once. Thank you. And of course that's gonna miss, because why wouldn't it? Just hit your attacks, my guy. It's not that hard. Now I know that you've got decreased accuracy on that, but just hit it. Thank you. That was all you needed to do. Dale doing some good work there. We're going to want to warp back and heal at one of these villages here in a moment. But before we do, let's go ahead and move Vipra into our primary slot. Even out the levels a bit. And what do you got? You're a bird trainer, bird keeper. Pidgey. We can deal with the Pidgey. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a bite. That did quite a bit, and now our accuracy's dropped. Hit your next bite. Or not. Hit your next bite. Thank you. That worked fairly well. I don't love the accuracy drop that we've got, so we're going to go ahead and switch over to Jake. Jake should be able to do some really good work against this Pidgeotto, assuming we don't get hit by any further sand attacks. Let's hit a rock throw. Quick attack, I can deal with that. That's going to do very negligible amounts of damage. Just hit your rock throw, dude. It's not that hard. Thank you. And not quite a one-shot, but fairly close. He keeps trying to run for Whirlwind, which doesn't do anything in these trainer battles here. Not so bad work after all there. And then let's walk around the corner and interact with this next trainer. And you have a full team of 5. That's all sorts of fun. Again, Vipra should be able to do pretty good work here. Let's lead in with a bite. Quick attack just for some cheap and easy damage on me. There's another quick attack. But that secondary bite's going to finish that off. Vipra doing really well here. 29! The whole team getting closer to being on par with the levels here. We're going to go ahead and dig, get out of the way of the Meowth, and then we should just basically have it dead to rights on that, which we do. And I'm scared of the Hyper Fang that's coming there. Yep. But as long as we hit that dig, that's one less thing that we have to deal with. Alright, Vipra, what else you got? Yeah, we're definitely digging again here. Thundershock, missed me. And then this is going to be super effective, so goodbye. See you never. Oh, that's a lot of fun. And then let's go ahead. Let's go back to this. Let's bite the Meowth. And it's going to bite me back. That's fine. But now the fight's basically over. Not so bad after all. Yeah, you did lose, didn't you? What do we have here? We've got a couple of trainers that we're going to have to deal with. That's fine. Beauties. You've got a Rattata. Now, we're going to deal with you the same way that we did the other one. I'm going to dig here because you're going to go for a Hyper... Oh, you went for Focus Energy instead. That's fine. And we've got a quick one-shot kill on that. We're going to do this again. Quick attack. Sure, you can get a priority hit on me there. But now you're just done. Excellent work there from Vipra. And then we're going to dig one more time, except we're using get a quick attack in again. And missed. That should just be the end. Nice quick work of that. And Vipra growing up to level 30. I don't know if he gets any other moves by level up, but I like where Vipra's at for the time being. Let's go ahead and change our team around here. I would like to put Tanner in the lead position. And then rotate you further towards the back. Peter, Dale, and Tanner, now the only members of the team that need to catch up a little bit. And of course, you don't want to come any closer on your own, so I'll have to encroach towards you for that. Clefairy, we can deal with that. Let's go ahead and fly. And then as long as that hits, it should do a lot of damage. Critical hit probably mattered there. And there's level 29. Is it level 30 that you learned Drill Peck at? I'd really like to know. Payday! Is that going to be one shot there? It is. Unfortunately, I don't get any extra money from that, but sometimes that's the way that things go. Let's go ahead and warp back using Tanner to fly. And we're going to come over here to Vermilion City. We'll heal up and then we'll walk back down to where we're at so we can continue our progress over to Fuchsia City. Oh, another trainer that I missed over here. This should go relatively quickly. Oh, especially if you're a youngster. Yep, all we've got to do here is hit an attack or two, and it's going to be pretty clear-cut, one-sided fight. Okay, maybe we'll use a fly here. I was hoping to hold on to some of those, but that's just going to deal more damage and take this guy out directly, as opposed to dealing with increased defenses and a Fury attack, which could not be as beneficial as we wanted. Again, got another trainer coming in here that we will need to take on. Another Gambler. Bellsprout. Oh, this is going to be too easy. We'll just take a fly. And that's the end of the Bellsprout. And then what else do you got for me, buddy? Oddish. Yep, we're just going to fly again. Get out of the way of your attack. And one-shot you there as well. Really, really good work there from Tanner. Always happy when those fights go that way. Let's make our way down and around the remainder of this pathway. I didn't realize there were so many trainers that I'd skipped over in here. Though realistically, I just got the Drowsy encounter on this route and then left pretty promptly. A mechanic and an engineer. That's electric type moves. So we're definitely going to pivot off of you and bring in Jake. Let's go ahead and get a Mega Punch. As long as that hits, it's going to take it out. And then let's get another Mega Punch here. And for his Magneton, hopefully this Mega Punch will do it. It should because of the level discrepancy. It doesn't. That's fun. Sonic Boom can be a problematic move to have to deal with, but we made our way through that with relative ease. Okay, now let's make our way back down and catch up on Route 14 where we've been. Okay, next trainer here on Route 14. It's probably a junior trainer of some variety, which it is. We got ourselves a Poliwag, which we should be able to deal with pretty handily here. That's a good strike. It's not quite enough, though. That's unfortunate. Let's just be funny. Let's use Mirror Move and hit that bubble, throw it right back in its face. Not very effective, but it's all I needed to do to finish you. Let's go ahead and get another fly out of here. It goes for Hypnosis, which misses. And if that crits, it's done, but it doesn't, so it gets another bubble shot there. Cool. Can I Mirror Move? I cannot, but it went for Water Gun instead of other moves. Which again is just going to be enough to finish it off. And my hit was a critical. Apparently I can use that better than you can. Level 30 there for Tanner. Do you get Drill Peck? You do not. I know you get it eventually. But the question is when. Now I know if I come up in this way, we can get into this grass patch. If I had the cut HM party member with me, which I currently do not. Let's pop up here, walk over this way and see if we find anything. Another trainer, that's what we find. Oh, Bird Keeper. All sorts of fun coming out here. Let's go ahead and pivot over to Jake. Jake should be able to handle all of his birds. Mirror move, didn't get anything. But if I rock throw you... Oh, that's no fun. Yep, that's the end of the Spearow. Here comes a Pidgey. Whirlwind's not going to do anything to me. Just hit your rock throw. Jake, we've talked about this. You've got to hit your rock throws before they sand attack us. That's 2. That's 3 in a row. I know that it has 85% accuracy, but that does not constitute 3 in a row. Thank you. Should have hit that at least 2 turns ago. Hey, thanks, Jake. Appreciate the hard work you're doing and putting in here, buddy. Now just hit this rock throw. There we go. See, that wasn't too hard, now was it? Alright. More Spearow. And you missed your Fury attack, that's fine. I will take that every day of the week. More rocks. And let's throw more rocks. I can take a couple of Fury attacks, so I'm okay with this. Hey! Nice work, Jake. Very handily taking care of that bird trainer. And I'm pretty sure that this cyclist is going to have a bunch of toxic Pokemon, so we're going to switch Vipra up into the front lead spot here. What are you looking at? You're looking at me. Don't accuse me of things that you're doing yourself. Oh, gaslighting. That's what you're doing. Is that because you ride a motorcycle? Poison type, we should resist this, and we've got Dig, which should allow us to hit these moves that cause it problems. Nice work there. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a bite to finish out the coughing. Vipra actually should do pretty well against Koga, assuming that we're able to get away from the self-destructing wheezing that he has. That's really good. Tackle coming in through there again. Let's hit that bite. And then get out of the way of this coughing. Maybe it'll explode. It doesn't. Thanks for hitting that. If you got a crit, we could just be done with that. Oh, of course my opponent can crit me. Oh, that did. I thought that I had more room to get away with that, but I didn't. There we go. Not so bad. If we make our way towards the end here, you don't have anything. I mean, I could fight you, but I could also fight you later. That's also an option. Is there anything up here aside from additional trainers? There is not. And again, we can come back and get additional experience out of these guys if we really need it later. Oh, I didn't realize you were there. Another bird trainer, huh? Bird keeper. Let's go ahead and get a bite here. Please flinch. Nope, bites me right back, despite the fact that you have a beak and not a mouth. Okay, let's go ahead and switch here. Peter should do fine. Peck coming in there from him. Wow, that was more than you had a right to do there with a critical hit. Just finish him off with your own horn attack there. Nice. And Firo, we should be able to finish this one off pretty handily. Looks like we're going to need 3 of those. Yeah, I can take those all day long if that's all you want to hit me with. Mirror move, we're going to get hit with our own horn attack. Oh, that's not fun, but as long as we hit that horn attack, we're going to be fine. There is always the chance that you miss with the Gen 1 glitch, but it is a pretty low chance that something like that would happen. And I wandered that way in hopes that there was something extra there. Nothing here. But this is our Route 14 patch of grass that we could have our encounter with. Skirt around these guys. And we've got to cut through that. No, we don't, because we can just walk around it this way if we want to. But there's more trainers up there that I'd like to avoid. And then, well, this is going to be our Route 15 encounter. So Route 14 is up, this is Route 15 down. Do I have a Venonat? I don't think I do. Nope. So we're going to bite this thing. Oh, that's just rude. It's not going to do a whole lot to me, though. Ah! Actually, it is going to do a lot to me. That could have been really bad. Let's go ahead and switch off to Dale here. I just about lost Vipra to a really, really, really stupid mistake. Okay, let's go ahead and hit you with a Bubble Beam. And then we're going to go ahead and throw a Pokeball at you, and by Pokeball I mean Great Ball. That's the next one that I have. Nice. Very easy capture there. Which I will definitely take. And what do we have here? Yeah, we'll nickname the Venonat. Let's name the Venonat. Let's name him Brody, I guess. I don't know if we'll ever use it. But there we go. Brody has been caught as our encounter for this route. And we've made our way past basically all of the trainers on this route, I think. Yes, we have. Okay, there's an 8 in this building. Talk to him and see what we've got. $31, and I need 50 for an XP all. Is that an XP share? I don't know what that is. Might be good to have, but it's going to take me a while to get 50 kinds of Pokemon, especially within a Nuzlocke type challenge. But that brings us to Fuchsia City. So let's go ahead and pop into the Pokemon Center so we can heal up our team, because there are definitely people on our team that need it. And then we'll do some of the endeavors in this town. We'll get some Safari Zone action in the start of our next episode, which should be a lot of fun because there's some good stuff in there. We can get both the Surf and Strength HMs in the Safari Zone. Okay, but that is everything that I needed to do today, so thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure that you leave a like, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode. Take care, and have a fantastic rest of your day.